Hello everybody, how are you all? Hope you're doing great. So, welcome back to another session of Learning English. Well, today's lesson is going to be another awesome lesson because today I'm going to tell you about these 15 words that you must know to speak fluent English. So, if you know these words, if you know them, your English will become amazing and you will be able to speak fluent English. Why? Because we need words to speak in English. Now, today I have included such words which are used in a lot of spoken English. These words are not such words where you're just learning them, and they are used only in written English, highly formal English. No. These words are something that is a part of your advanced English, yet they are used in everyday conversations, and they're used a lot in day-to-day life. So, these words will make you speak fluent English. Are you all ready for this? I'm Ariel, your certified English language teacher, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And before beginning, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get all the lessons that I post for you on this channel. Please like the video and share it with your friends too. Okay, now coming back to today's lesson, let's get started with these awesome 15 words, 15 essential words that you must know. And if you know them, your English will become amazing and you will speak fluent English. So, let us begin with all the 15 words. Let's get started. Word number 1. Listen carefully, everybody. It's Rosie. Rosie. Now, you must think Rosie is a very easy word. That's kind of a shade of a color. The pinkish shade, pinkish hue. Well, that's true. That is true. But do you know Rosie has another meaning? Let me tell you the sentence because we are going to learn everything with context. The purpose of today's lesson is to learn this vocabulary with context because only then you'll be able to speak it. So the sentence is, the prospect to sign this deal seems rosy. That means if a situation is rosy, if something is rosy, that means it's indicating success or happiness, something that is going to be hopeful in a positive way. So a rosy situation means a successful situation, a situation that will bring success, happiness, full of promises, a promising situation. Rosy is a very positive word, and it is used to describe a situation. A positive situation. So, if a situation is positive, you say, that's a rosy situation. Or you can also say that you felt rosy, right? Right. You can also describe it as a feeling, but most of the time this is described as a situation. For example, another example sentence could be, the financial condition of the company is rosy. We got a rosy opportunity to go and watch the match. Our day was rosy as we went out for a movie. So, rosy. Okay, so now it's your turn. You have to make sentences on your own. Till then, let's move on to the next word. Now, the word number 2, listen everybody. Listen carefully first. It's contemplate. Contemplate. You can repeat now. Repeat contemplate. Contemplate. Now contemplate, let's look at the sentence first. He contemplated the situation before giving any answer. He contemplated the situation before giving any answer. So contemplate is basically to think about something, think deeply about something. So thinking for a very long time or thinking too deeply about something is contemplate, right? Contemplate. Often people contemplate before taking a decision, and people contemplate when they are analyzing a situation. That means they're thinking too deeply about a situation. For example, another sentence can be, she contemplates her future too often. That she constantly thinks too deeply about her future all the time. I think that happens with all the teenagers and everyone who's growing up. I think normally that happens with people, right? So, a word with context to contemplate a situation, that is, to think too deeply about a situation or think too deeply about something for a very long time, thinking about something for a long time. So, being very thoughtful in your decision or something. Contemplate. Word number 3 is, listen everybody, delusion, delusion. Now repeat for pronunciation. Delusion. Once again, delusion. That's absolutely amazing. Now, delusion, I think that is something you're familiar with. We hear it a lot. You need to come out of your delusion and accept the reality. You need to come out of your delusion and accept the reality. So delusion is basically a situation that we have created in our mind, which is not real. It's fake. So delusion can be anything when you know about the facts, specifically when you know about the facts. You have an idea that this could be false. Still, you are believing those false things. That's delusion, that people are living in a delusion. So, that is like if a person knows that the prospect of that person getting promoted is kind of non-existent, like they are not much, because there are other contenders who might have profound better. Now still, this person is thinking that, no, I will get promoted. Even after knowing that the other person or the other contenders performed better, and they are not accepting the reality, and they're living in this delusion that I'm going to get promoted. That is kind of delusion, that you know about the facts, still you want to live in that fantasy, or the fake world that you have created. That is delusion. So yeah. You use this word now correctly. That is delusion. Another sentence could be, he's being delusional to think that he will get promoted. He is being delusional to think that he will get promoted. So, delusional is basically kind of an adjective you're using, and delusion is the noun, same word, but different versions. So we know that we can use a word in a lot many ways. Delusion, delusional, when you don't want to accept the reality. So that is the word. Now, word number 4. Listen carefully, everybody. Blemish. Repeat after me, blemish. Yes, once again, blemish. Excellent. Now, blemish. For that, you need to hear the sentence, there was no blemish on her beautiful white dress. There was no blemish on her beautiful white dress. Now, blemish on a white dress, that means a mark or a spot. So, blemish is basically to spoil an appearance by a spot or a mark, and that spoils the appearance of something. So, a blemish can be the spot of an ink on the white dress. It can be the spot of something that you eat. It might have fallen down. So, there was no blemish on her beautiful white dress. So, it was not spoiled without any mark, without any spot. So, blemish is like a spot in the appearance. Blemish is also used for situations. For example, a particular situation is spoiled by a particular action. You can say it's blemished, means everything was so good. Everything was going so well, then something happened. And that was a blemish in the whole event or the whole situation. For example, everything is going good. You might be taking a decision for a project. and suddenly one of the team members who is performing really well and giving ideas is changed and replaced by somebody else. So, you still have the project, everything is doing well, and because that one person was replaced, you were not able to meet the deadline because that person took a little bit of time to get adjusted to this particular project. That means the changing of the team member was a blemish as the team missed the due date for the project. So that is how you're forming the sentences for the word blemish. So it's a word that you can use anytime you want to refer to a situation. Or yeah, if you want to talk about the appearance, the clothes, yeah, use the word blemish. Word number five, listen carefully everybody, and that is fiasco. Fiasco. Now, fiasco, this word is kind of popular these days when you speak English. You'll hear it a lot in spoken English. Repeat after me, fiasco. Fiasco. Okay, what is the meaning of fiasco? Let's listen to the sentence first. The whole meeting ended up in a fiasco. The whole meeting ended up in a fiasco. So, fiasco is basically a kind of disaster, not a natural disaster, obviously. A disaster means kind of a very bad situation, something that is ending up in a bad situation or not as expected. You can say kind of a mess, when you want to say that this situation is such a mess. We were not able to understand what is happening, what happened, and a complete failure, as you can see. So the whole meeting ended up in fiasco, maybe because people were not able to take a decision. There were so many conflicting ideas that the meeting ended up in an argument. And yeah, no result. That means it's fiasco, right? A complete failure, disaster of a situation. So it's used a lot in business English. It's used a lot to describe a situation, anything that is happening. And yeah, you want to describe, use the word fiasco. Fiasco is always used in reference to a situation, a particular happening. Another example could be, the party turned into a fiasco because two people started arguing. The party turned into a fiasco because two people started arguing. So, fiasco is like kind of, yeah, everything was going great, and then suddenly everything went downhill. Everything was a mess. So, fiasco. Next word. Word number 6. Word number 6. Listen carefully, everybody. It's an easy word. Root. Root. Now, root is very easy. It's simple. Root is basically the base of any plant, right? The long roots that go inside the land, the soil, and that helps a plant grow. Yeah, that is a meaning of root. But root has another meaning in conversational English. Root also means the cause of something, specifically the cause of any problematic situation, the cause of any problem, why something is happening. And there is also a particular phrase which is known as root cause. So, root is basically when you want to find out what has actually led to a particular situation, the beginning of something, where everything began from, what was the cause, the reason. That is root. For example, we need to find the root cause of the delay immediately. Let's organize a meeting to discuss the root of this particular issue. So, root of the issue, that means the cause of the issue, what is basically causing this particular issue. So, root cause is a phrase that we use a lot, and root means the base or the cause of a particular issue, situation, or problem. Word number 7, listen carefully, everybody. Word number 7 is exaggerate. Exaggerate. Now repeat after me. Exaggerate. Exaggerate. Remember there is a double G in the spelling, but we do not say G, right? Exaggerate. Exaggerate. Excellent. Now, what is exaggerate? Do not exaggerate the situation by adding unnecessary details. Do not exaggerate the situation by adding the unnecessary details. Exaggerate. So, exaggerate is basically to make it seem larger than reality, kind of magnify the thing. For example, you bought something, and you're going to exaggerate the price of that particular thing. I bought it for this and that. I bought it from here and that. So, that is kind of exaggerating the thing. You get to attend an event and you tell details about it that were not true, and you're exaggerating. That means you're adding something which is more than what the event was. That means you're exaggerating. You're making it seem larger than the reality in reality what it was. For example, a very basic example could be that you stayed in a 3-star hotel on your vacation and you made it sound like a 5-star hotel, or you're telling everybody that you stayed in a 5-star hotel. It's like exaggerating the thing, kind of exaggerating the things. So, the basic example could be that exaggerate is to just add on details and make things so magnificent. In reality, they are not that magnificent, or you make them larger than reality. Another example could be, stop exaggerating about the party that you attended, or stop exaggerating the details of this project. Exaggerate. The next word, word number 8. Word number 8 is, listen carefully everybody, euphoria. Euphoria. Repeat after me. Euphoria. Once again, euphoria. Now euphoria. The team felt a sense of euphoria after winning the match. Yes, euphoria is basically to feel extremely happy about something. When you are extremely happy, it's a sense of happiness, a sense of achievement, excitement for something, a particular situation, and it arises due to a particular situation. For example, the students were euphoric to know their results. My friend was caught up in euphoria after getting admission into her dream college. So, euphoria is basically that sense of extreme happiness that you experience because you've achieved something great. So, it produces from a moment of greatness. For example, winning a match is basically a big deal. Getting admission into your dream college is a big deal. Getting great results after an exam is a big deal. So all these situations can be described as euphoric situations where you experience extreme happiness, feeling of being elevated, like feeling like you're at the top of the world, that kind of feeling. That is euphoria. Word number 9, listen to it carefully, everybody. Futile. Futile. Now repeat after me. Futile. 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 All her efforts to make the project were futile as it rained heavily the next day. So, all her efforts to make a great science project were futile because it rained heavily the next day. Futile means useless. Futile means that whatever you've done, it's useless, not of any use, kind of went in vain, where everything was useless, not purposeful. So, futile. Your efforts for this project will become futile if you do not add more members to your team. That means useless. If you don't submit this assignment on the deadline, your assignment will become futile. So, the assignment is going to be futile because the teacher might not accept the assignment after the due date, after the end date, and hence the assignment is futile. No use of the assignment after that. So, futile. Something that has become useless, or a situation that is useless, efforts that are useless. Sentence number 10. Listen carefully, everybody. Inevitable. Inevitable. Repeat after me. Inevitable. Inevitable. Appointment of the new CEO was an inevitable decision. Appointment of the new CEO was an inevitable decision. Inevitable means something that you cannot avoid at any cost, that is bound to happen. Some things in life are inevitable. Some things in life are bound to happen. You have no control over them. They will happen. They're inevitable. So, inevitable is something that you cannot stop from happening. It is bound to happen, and sometimes you use it for situations where you know that this is going to happen. This might happen. For example, the appointment of the new CEO was an inevitable decision because they might need a new CEO at that particular position. The recent CEO might be retiring, whatever was happening. So, yeah, inevitable decision. Inevitable is something that you cannot stop from happening, something that is required, that was bound to happen. Whatever may be the situation, it was bound to happen. Working for extra hours is inevitable if we are going to take up this project. So, inevitable, that is bound to happen. We have to work for extra hours. We know that from the beginning. Inevitable, something that is bound to happen. Something that you know will happen. Something you cannot stop at any cost. Word number 11. Listen carefully, everybody. Charisma. Charisma. Now repeat after me. Charisma. Charisma. There's a charisma in the way she talks. So, there's a charisma in the way she talks. One more sentence. He has such a charismatic personality. Charismatic personality. So, charisma or charismatic basically is the power. Charisma is the power to influence people, to attract people in a positive way, to influence them. So, the great leaders in the world, they have charismatic personality. That's why people are influenced. That's why they are able to have that influence on the world. The great leaders, for example, people in power, they have charismatic personality. They have a charisma. When someone talks and you want to listen to them because they have charisma in their personality, their voice, it's charismatic. Their voice can be charismatic. So, charisma is basically the power to influence people in a very positive manner and to attract people in a very positive manner. For example, if I want to say a charismatic personality, like I told you about the leaders, the great leaders in the world, all the leaders in the world, and all of the people who establish big businesses, like we know around the world people have done that, the founders and all that, they have that personality. They have something in them. That's why they were able to create such a big thing. So, charisma, charismatic personality. Word number 12. Listen carefully, everybody. Lure. L. Now repeat after me. Lure. L. L. Now L. She was lured into accepting the job due to a high salary package. L. Basically, lure is to attract somebody to do something by offering something to that person. It's like you are making somebody compelled to do something by offering them something in return. You're luring them into something, okay? And often it is also used to say that something that has been done, like luring them to do something. For example, if you want something, for example, you want maybe an assignment. Your friend has a good assignment, and you lure your friend to help you with the assignment. So that is something that you can say. So, lure is to attract somebody to do something for you, and you offer them something in return, kind of a deal, as you can say. But not on the front. Like in the front, you can't say that it's particularly a deal, but kind of a deal if you think about it. For example, they launched a new campaign to lure the customers. They launched a new advertisement campaign to lure the customers. So, what are advertisements actually? They are basically to lure customers so that they can go buy that particular thing, purchase that particular thing. I think advertisements are one of the most basic concepts through which you can understand the meaning of this particular word, lure. Because once you see the particular ad, especially children, if they see the advertisement of this particular toy, of something, and this and that, they are so much lured into it that they ask the parents to purchase it, and this and that. They're too attracted towards it, right? So they offer you things. For example, if you're talking about a particular moisturizer, for example, so they are going to offer you soft skin, beautiful skin, glowing skin, and whatnot. That is like they're luring you, giving you something in return, offering you. That is the meaning of lure. One more thing can be the charm of something, right? Charm of a place or something. For example, the lure of the city lies in its green forests. So, the lure of something, that means the charm of something, specifically used to talk about a particular place for its natural beauty. Word number 13. Listen carefully, everybody. Wary. Repeat after me. Wary, wary. Now, this is not very, very much. No, it's a wary with wary, as you can see. Now, what is the meaning? Let me give you an example sentence for that. She was wary of traveling by public transport at night. Wary. She was wary of traveling by public transport at night. So, wary, to be wary is to be cautious of something, like to avoid something, to be aware, or to be cautious. Like you think about it before doing that particular thing, and you are kind of protecting yourself from doing that particular thing, or you're cautious enough not to do it. That is being wary. So you think about a situation. You analyze whether it's right or not, should you do it or not. That is being wary of a situation or somebody or something. So she's wary of approaching new people in the town, a person who has just shifted to a new town, maybe because of the job, and the person is wary of approaching the people because they don't know what would be the reaction of people. What would they say? She's kind of wary of the particular situation and everything. You can also say it's like you do not trust a situation or trust somebody completely. So you're being wary means you're being cautious, and that means you're not trusting a particular situation, or maybe a person, somebody completely. For example, you should be wary of the strangers who offer you something to eat. That is kind of a saying that goes around, kind of a proverb. So, Be wary of the strangers who offer you something to eat, a proverb that we teach to children because of their safety. So, wary is to be cautious about something, not to trust anybody. Word number 14, and it is, listen everybody, vibrant, vibrant. Repeat after me, vibrant, vibrant. The painting was full of vibrant colors. So, vibrant means bright, kind of bright. And it also means to be full of excitement, energy, enthusiasm. So, when you feel enthusiastic after looking at a particular painting, if you look at a painting which is full of bright white colors, you will feel a sense of positivity from that particular painting, won't you? Look at the vibrant flowers spread over the garden. So, vibrant flowers, kind of full of life, beautiful, colorful, with bright colors. The vibrant flowers. She has such a vibrant personality. So, vibrant is basically full of life, excited, who's always kind of, throws a certain positive energy. And if this person has positive energy and you can see that particular personality, yes, that is vibrant personality. Vibrant is anything, any situation that is enthusiastic, full of energy, full of colors, full of life. That is vibrant. Word number 15. Word number 15 is, listen carefully, everybody. Enigmatic. Enigmatic. Now, enigmatic. Repeat after me. Enigmatic. Once more, enigmatic. Excellent. Now, enigmatic. Listen to the sentence. We participated in a treasure hunt, which was an enigmatic experience for us. He has an enigmatic personality. She's kind of an enigma to everybody. So, enigmatic is something that is mysterious, something that has that aura of mystery to it. That the person, for example, introverts who have great personalities are considered enigmatic or enigma because they keep to themselves, yet they have great personality. So, people often think about them that, okay, this person has great personality, yet they don't mingle much. They don't talk much. So they are kind of enigma to the world. Enigmatic personality. Something that is kind of mysterious. So, if you have read that particular novel, Jane Eyre, and if you know that the character of Edward Rochester is shown to be the enigmatic personality, one of the enigmatic personality, was kind of mystery to everybody. That is how I can say, yeah, enigmatic personality. So, enigma, enigmatic, something that is kind of mysterious, has an aura of mystery to it. The novel is full of enigmatic situations where you want to know what is going to happen next, and everything is such a mystery. There are so many twists and turns. So, these were all the words, the 15 words that you must know. If you know these 15 words, you can speak fluent English. And once you know them, you're able to speak them. Your English is amazing. So, practice all these 15 words with me. Now I have a homework for all of you, that you are supposed to create 2 of your own sentences. Make 2 sentences from each word that we have discussed today in this video. That is your homework. Because in this manner, everything that we have discussed today, learned today, it's going to be more solidified in your mind, and you're going to speak the words in a better way. So, create your own sentences, keep practicing, keep learning. This was it for today. That was the lesson. The 15 words that you must know to speak fluent English. And I'm going to meet you again with a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.